Okay, so this is my ALS Ice Bucket Challenge video. Um, so I want to start by thanking my Uncle Tony Cox, for nominating me. I was planning to make a video at some point, but if it wasn't for you I probably wouldn't have gotten around to this as quickly as I am. So thank you for that. But I want to start by saying I'm going to do this video a little bit differently to what you may be used to from Ice Bucket Challenge videos. Because I want to start by talking about what ALS is. ALS is amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. I've got it up here, as you can see there. And ALS is a neuron disease, which it has many names. And most basically it goes through the stages of losing usage of your hands and your limbs and your head as well, which then leads on to the loss of speech and eventually leads on to not being able to breathe properly, unaided basically. So it's quite a serious disease. It has quite serious stages as well, which obviously if not caught can be very fatal. So yeah, ALS is quite clearly really bad. And just looking at these things here, it's the most common of the 5 motor neuron diseases, and in the US more than 5,600 are diagnosed every year. It's responsible for 2 deaths per 100,000 people each year. That's just shows how bad it is, really. So yeah, we've got the numbers there, and we can see what it's like, and really it affects anyone, as far as I know. I mean, I've just done a quick little bit of research here, just before I did this, because I wanted to try and spread some awareness, really. Which actually leads me on to my next point. I want to talk about, what the challenge was to begin with. And it was started by the ALSA, or the ALS Association, and the idea was that you use the challenge to spread awareness and raise funding as well, which is pretty cool, and I really do agree with that, and I really like the idea that they set out with. The idea was you tip the ice bucket over your head, and then you say, I nominate these people. You talk a little bit about the disease so people know what ALS is, and then you make your donation, and then obviously you put something up the top in your status, a link to the ALS Association website or the donate page, just so people know where they're going and know what they're doing. Which actually leads me on to what the challenge is now, and it really has changed. I mean, if you actually search for the challenge on Google, it comes up with a Wikipedia page that says that the challenge is you either tip the bucket over your head and basically make a fool of yourself, or you have to do a forfeit and then you donate, which is wrong, as we have just said what the challenge was to begin with. So yeah, that's kind of sad, really, I think, anyways, and I feel quite strongly about this because I know what it's like to live with something that doesn't have a cure. I live with diabetes, and I'm not for a second saying that it's as bad as ALS. It's not. Don't think that for a second. But I know what it's like to live with something like that, where you don't have a cure, where you live your life with it, and that's that. So I feel quite strongly about this, and I really do want to help it, basically. So yeah, like I say, that's what it's become now, and I feel disappointed by that, but then that's me. That's because I feel so strongly. I just wanted to mention about the funds that have been raised as well. I haven't checked it recently, so I don't know the total amount raised. But I just wanted to think about a post I'd seen on Facebook whilst this was all going on. One of the members of the Jackass team, you probably know them, seen films on telly, whatever, he actually raised a very good point. All these high profile celebrities, and they've raised $15 million, which is amazing. $50 million is great, it's a lot of money. But like I say, it's really high profile celebrities. You've Bill Gates as well. He's one of the most richest people in the world. $15 million is probably his pocket change. So when you start to think about things like that, it doesn't seem like a lot. And again, that annoys me personally, because I think so much more could have been raised, and I don't think the awareness has been done enough, and I don't think these celebrities have raised enough. Yeah, so, like I say, this really, really does get to me, which is why I have decided that I am not going to do the challenge, because I feel personally like the challenge has lost its meaning, like it's not what it's set out to do to begin with. But having said that, I will still donate money to ALSA. I'm going to donate £200. And I did do a conversion because it makes you do it in dollars. So as you can see, I'm going to be donating $331.57 to ALSA. Here we are. So, I'm filling it in. I'm going to go through and fill in all my details in a minute. I will include a photo of that at the end of the video. But like I say, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do the challenge. I'm not going to nominate someone because I don't agree with the challenge as it is at the moment. If it was up to me, I'd change it back to what it began as. Now obviously, don't get me wrong, if you have donated and you're just too modest to say something about it, like you don't want to discuss that, that's fine. I understand that completely, and I respect you for that, not a problem. But I still don't think a lot of people have passed this message on, said, this is what ALS is, and this is what we can do about it. So, that's the way I'm doing this. Like I say, it's a bit different. Some of you may not agree, that's cool, that's your opinion, I'm not going to knock you for it. But those of you that stuck with me through the video, thank you. Thank you for understanding, guys.